Before you spend tens of thousands of dollars remodeling or renovating your home, check out this report that's done every single year, which could save you from investing $10,000 and on some of the worst returning projects, only getting $3,200 back in terms of resale value. What I'm talking about is the cost versus value report. And as a real estate broker, we have people that call us all the time and they're saying, Don, we're thinking about getting a bigger house, but we also might want to add on what's going to be the better use of our funds, what's going to be the better investment. Or, hey, we're going to be putting our house on the market in a year or two, and we're thinking about adding on a screen porch or remodeling our kitchen. Are we going to get a good return on that? And to be able to answer that, we keep relationships with home builders and contractors, and we watch the market closely, but we also pay close attention to the cost versus value report because its exact job is to answer that question. This is a survey done nationally every year. It interviews contractors. It looks at cost of materials, cost of labor. It looks at home prices and home sales, and it gives a graph of, actually an actual readout of what the return is on a variety of the most common home improvement projects that homeowners and home builders and contractors are taking on. So just like real estate being hyperlocal, this report is hyperlocal. You can look at national data if you'd like to, but it's a little bit better to get at least a little bit more drilled down into your local area because, for instance, if you're looking at the national data, I can tell you up here in the Northeast, taking an unfinished basement and finishing it out is going to be one of the best dollars you can spend on your home. It doesn't even apply here in the Southeast, especially in Florida. We don't even have basements. So get a little bit more regional, granular. You can even drill down on your exact city if you want to get specific city data. But I'm going to stay regional here. And you can see the orange values are the regional returns. And then the black values here are the comparison to national averages. So some local areas are returning higher numbers on projects than others. So we can look here. There's only a handful that are returning a positive dollar for dollar return. Entry door replacement, garage door replacement, manufactured stone veneer, that's it. Those are the only three projects in the state of Florida where you can invest $1 and get that entire dollar back out in terms of resale value. Everything else, you're putting $1 in and you're getting less than $1 back out. Entry door replacement, this is curb appeal, this is security, this is ornamentation on the home. This is something we use every day. This is a very utility-based project that just has to be done, and therefore you get pretty good return on it. Garage door replacement, same thing. It's ornamentation. It's also security, safety, weatherproofing, insect proofing. So pretty good return. These two projects, at least in Florida, spend $1, get $1.98, spend $1, get $1.89 back. Manufactured stone veneer, increasing the fenestration and ornamentation on the front of the house, making it pop architecturally. You might go and put a stacked stone wall, waist level across the front of the house. You might wrap some columns in a natural cobblestone look, but that's a pretty cost-effective project. They're saying here total cost $10,000 versus $11,000 nationally, and returning about $1.50 for every dollar spent, or invest $10,000, get a $15,000 return. Everything else is going to be a negative return on investment. The most common project we get asked about is kitchen remodels. It's one of the first things people do when they buy a home and if they're considering staying. Kitchen is where we spend a lot of time. The whole family spends time in there, so it's a great place and a natural place for people to consider investing. Minor kitchen remodel. If you click on any project on this report, and I'm going to link to this report below, but if you click on any project, it's going to give you a really good definition of the project. So here you can say leave cabinet boxes in place, new shaker style wood panels and drawer fronts, new hardware, replace all the appliances with new energy efficient models, replace countertops, install new sink and faucet, new flooring, new paint, trim, and ceiling texture. I really like they put a picture here so you can see visually sort of what the project scope is. Before and after, the footprint is not changing here. You're not doing any additions. You're just really doing a refresh. So if you're thinking about a kitchen remodel, as a lot of people are, a minor kitchen remodel mid-range, you're looking at about an 88% return, a little bit lower than the national average. or spending $27,000 and getting $23,000 back in value. Another popular project is a bathroom remodel, mid-range. Return is a little bit worse, looking at spending $1 to get 70 cents back, or a total cost of $24,000 to get back $17,000. HVAC conversion or upgrade. In Florida, this looks like going from a low efficiency or an older dated unit to an updated unit with maybe a UV light. Total cost $18,000. This is going to include some duct work. Returning about $11,000 or getting back about 63 cents on the dollar. And you can see here as we're going down the list, the return is getting worse and worse and worse. When we get down to another really common consideration, primary suite addition mid-range. So this is when you're taking an existing home and you are looking at an empty wall here or an empty back porch, and you're just adding on this addition that's going to include a bedroom, it's going to include a bathroom, and it's going to include a walk-in closet. So you can see, dual vanities, tub, shower separately, built-in closets. You've got a lot of windows, you've got ceiling fans, a lot of space. This is not a cheap project. A addition catches a lot of people off guard. You're going in for permitting. You're going to pay a healthy GC fee. You're going to have a lot of engineering and architectural plans, looking at truss engineering and electrical plans. You're going to have plumbers in there. You're going to have a lot of flooring and a lot of paint. You're going to have insulation. You're going to be doing demo work coming through the main structure of the house and shoring that up. This is an expensive project, and you can see the survey is saying $158,000. We have customers, colleagues, and friends who've done this. It's 100% accurate. It seems like it'd be much cheaper and much simpler to do an addition, but it's a very involved process. So spend $156,000 to get a $50,000 return, or about 31 cents for every dollar put into the house. So important thing to consider if you're thinking about remodeling or renovating is, are you doing it for an investment? Are you doing it to be cost effective, or are you doing it just because you can't part with your neighbor? You love your neighbor so much, you love your neighborhood so much, you can't stand to leave the house. And if that's the case, then it absolutely will make sense to remodel and renovate. But if you're looking to maximize your investment and put your money to work in the best place possible in real estate, you may want to consider looking at a house that better meets your needs versus putting a lot of money, in this case, $150,000 into an existing home and only getting a $50,000 return for that investment. My name is Don Harkins. I'm a real estate broker, I'm a property manager, and I'm a mortgage broker here in Central Florida and on the Space Coast. And we have a team of agents who are very knowledgeable. We've got a team of contractors and vendors who are not going to overquote you. They're not going to rip you off. They're not going to walk off your job site. And if you're trying to just honestly figure out where the best place to invest money into your current home is, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to be a resource, review the project and plans with you, review the comparable sales, and give you a reliable idea of how much your home is going to be worth or how much value you're going to be adding before you make a big investment into your property. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video if you want to see more real estate news and information about Central Florida and the Space Coast. And thanks for watching.